So here is a list of the Oni cars that I think are worth spending tokens on in this game currently right now. And I will try my very best to avoid cars that are in the Legend store, in the Gauntlet store, and overall you can get it from like a car hunt or something else of the fact. But it might be hard to do so because they are good. So the ones that I do call that are in that category, the Volkswagen Electric R I think is the only car in D-Class worth going for other than probably the Chimera due to it not being in the class store anymore. For C-Class, it's a bit tricky because C-Class cars often come in car hunts, but the Lamborghini Gallardo is definitely worth it. If it's in a multi-pack, I guess you can spend tokens to speed up the progression, but this car does have a car hunt. As well as the Panamera Turbo S, it got debuted with a car hunt, as a matter of fact, but it is good nonetheless. I would say go for it since it hasn't been back in a long time. As well as the McLaren GT. This car got featured in a multi-pack a couple seasons ago, but I would say it's worth it. It rivals the Gallardo as well in top speed, but it's just slightly faster accelerating than it. But regardless of the fact, I think that these cars could settle well and win you all your races for C-Class. B-Class is a bit of a gamble because you never know when a car is going to be featured in an event. But the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, I've never seen this car come for free, really. But this is definitely one to go for. It's available in the Legend store, but it doesn't come as often in the Legend store as you'd like it to be. The McLaren F1 LM is featured in the Gauntlet store, but I would say if you get a chance to go for it, either be a burst of speed packs or even multi-packs, speed up your progress and get it in your garage faster than it would take to get it in the Gauntlet store. The W12 Coupe. This Volkswagen is worth it. I've glazed this car many times. I've given it the flowers many times. Alongside the F1 LM, this car does really well in terms of fighting for its position. The next car would have to be the Huayra R. A lot of people don't like this car due to its handling fall off, but trust me, the top speed that this car offers and acceleration and the manageable nitro, it will get you wins. The handling is the only drawback, so you must know how to use this car. It will require taming, but the Huayra R is an excellent pick to get it done. And the next one definitely has to be the Lotus ER9. It was recently featured in a Mayhem event, but if you have to go for it, it's perfect for Gauntlet in terms of its acceleration, maybe in the lower divisions. Its speed is good and it rivals A-Class cars. And speaking of A-Class cars, we're gonna get into that category now, as there are so many. I would say go for the Vanda if you get it for token packs. It's one of those cars as well. Definitely go for the 570. Definitely go for the Aventador J. Go for the Huayra BC. Go for the LaFerrari Peretta. But definitely go for the Pagani Utopia Coupe. This car is beautiful. It's a mixture of the Imola while also being somewhat versatile at the same time. The acceleration might be low, but this car is really good on the track. The next car will definitely have to be the Tech Rules 8096 because this car, it may be underrated, but I've seen this car do well in multiplayer and beat a lot of kings in the class just because it has high acceleration and it's good. It's actually pretty good. Now the speed may not be as high, but it gets the job done. The Noble M600 Speedster as well is a car that is severely underrated. People need to go for this car. This car is fast, maybe even faster than the Valhalla. Its acceleration is decent, its handling is very good, and the nitro is very much manageable. I've used this car at max and it beats the Kings, trust me. The Rimac Concept 1, this is a no-brainer. This car has really good acceleration, really good handling, manageable nitro. I think I've done a video on the Concept 1 as well. This car definitely rivals the Kings. It is worth it. It was a time in the Elite A category, but that was so long ago and this car fell from grace due to the placements. Aston Martin Valhalla concept car, if you do not go for this car, then you are sleeping on A-Class. This is probably one of the best cars, hands down. The Pagani Imola, side by side with it. It is a perfect partner to go up against it. It is also slightly faster than the Valhalla, so you make your pick. The Team Fordzilla, I won't recommend actually spending tokens on it unless you're going for it for solely Gauntlet purposes, because it's really good in Gauntlet in terms of its acceleration and the speed that it might have to offer. The XJR9, no brainer, the fastest car in A-Class. Why would you not go for this? It may start slow, but it's definitely one of the best when in terms of keeping ahead and being fast. The Lamborghini Coutage LPI 800-4 is one of the best cars in A-Class, hands down. I went for it not too long ago. Skip the BEV completely, don't go for that car. The 499p Modificata came in a Mayhem event not too long ago, and this is definitely worth going for if you want to set record times on the track as well as it being consistent. The De Tomaso P72, yeah, it's a sleeper car and people sleep on it a lot. I hate that so much. Mercedes-Benz Vision 111, definitely go for this car. It's as good as the Tomaso, but even better due to its floaty capabilities and so on. This car is a waste of time. Don't go for it. Okay, S-Class might be tricky, but the Pininfarina Battista, yeah, definitely go for this car because it's really good in Gauntlet. It's also very good in Classic, and it's a consistent car on the track. The Bugatti Chiron is a no-brainer because this car is capable of fighting against S-Class Kings to the letter. It, driven in the right hands, can do wonders. The Koenigsegg Jesko is basically what the Venom is before the Venom was introduced. And this car is what you would say the perfect competitor to beat every car in S-Class. Once driven well, in any game mode, Classic, Ghost, the Jesko does the job. I went for this car in multi-packs and its burst of speed and I ran out of tokens. But for what this car had to offer so far, it is very fun to drive, it's very floaty, and it's consistent in my opinion. Definitely go for the S-Pack Owl. This car is perfect for Gauntlet. It's also very good in multiplayer as well, especially Classic. It's just, it must be driven well because a Rimac Navara can beat this car, but this car can also beat a Navara and other cars as well. The Rimac Navara, of course, is another car that's worth going for. I didn't have tokens to go for it, so unfortunately it's going to stay on 3 stars for me until it comes back again. But this car is perfect. It is what you call acceleration heavy, as well as also being floaty. So it's a steal. I think it's worth mentioning that the Bugatti La Virginia is a car that is definitely worth going for. It has very good acceleration. It has floaty handling. It's probably the floaty king in the game, in my opinion. It has great NOS, and its top speed brings it up to par with some of the kings in the game. Not as fast as them, but decent enough. The Zinger 21C, definitely go for this car for solely Gauntlet purposes. You may be able to use it in multiplayer to pop off, but it's more a Gauntlet heavy car. The Dios Vianas, if you took the Tryon Nemesis, made it electric, and bumped it up all the way to a very tight, floaty, and faster acceleration version of the car. It's really good. The Koenigsegg Gemera is a very fierce competitor, also one of the best class, if not the best car for Gauntlet. It may be slow in terms of its speed, but believe it or not, this car beats S-Class Kings so easily because it's so hard to catch up to it because it's very consistent. The Aurora Tour, you can go for this car if you want something close to what the Venom has to offer. So I would say it's worth it because I use this car and I beat some of the Kings as well. It is very fun to drive. The Hennessy Venom is a no-brainer. I think this is probably one of the most sought-after cars in the game. Definitely go for it if it ever comes for tokens. 100% recommend spending your tokens on this. Do not miss if it ever comes. If you have to buy bundles as well, you can go ahead. The Koenigsegg CC850, it is really fun to drive. It's extremely lightweight, so doing stunts and floaties and stuff feel like a dream with this car. I understand why this car was probably one of the most expensive Drive Syndicate cars, but it's definitely worth going for. And the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute is a no-brainer as well. This car has secret hidden powers in terms of acceleration, but it's never been presented for tokens to this day. But what I would say, if it does happen to come again, I will max this car, and I encourage you to do the exact same as well. This car beats Venoms, and it beats a lot of the other S-Class Kings.